y'all, I'm back again with another motherfucking video, and today, as y'all can see by the title, I'm gonna show y'all how to make a dope ass thumbnail, and I'm gonna show y'all how I make my thumbnails to help y'all out. And the app that I use to make my thumbnails is CAPCUT. So all these thumbnails right here is all the thumbnails that I've made on CAPCUT, because like I'm lit like that, and I love editing, y'all. I love anything that got to do with editing, creativity. So before we get into the video, y'all, make sure y'all like and turn y'all post notifications on for sure, because niggas is trying to come up. Let's just jump straight into it, y'all. So the first thing that I do, this is the picture that I want to use right now. It's just a random picture. I don't even know if this is gonna be the thumbnail of the video, but like I said, this is just a demonstration. So the first app that I do use is PixArt. I do like PixArt. So you go to PixArt. Oh, here. This is the picture that I selected. You go to effects. I like to add the HDR filter on there, and then I fade it out a little bit so it won't be too much. I think this is straight. I think I like this. All right, so that's all I'm finna do. So I'm finna export it to my gallery, press X, that's that. So now we are finna go to CapCut. I'll go here. I'm finna add the picture that I just edited from PixArt. So this is how we're gonna start it off, y'all. So you start from here, then you click overlay. So add overlay, and then I'm gonna click the same picture that I had already added the first time, and then I zoom it in just a little bit so it can match up. After that, I click on the overlay picture, and then I do remove background. So I got the pro version, but if you don't got the pro version, you can still use these features, because regardless of the fact, I'm gonna screenshot it anyways, because you can't save it if you don't got the pro version. But we're gonna do remove background, then we're gonna do auto removal. So I like to add a stroke to my shit, so go over the stroke, the second one right here. I like the white. I'll drag it up to full size, and then I'll fade it like that. So obviously it did not catch the chair, so I'm gonna go to custom removal, because I do want the chair to be in it. It's a quick brush right here. Just line it like that, and look, boom, it got the chair in there. So that's how I do that part as far as the whole background cutout shit. So next, what I'm finna do is I'm finna add my effect. I go down there at the bottom and say effect, video effects, and then I'm gonna type up blur. The first one right here is blur. You know, you can edit it to how you want it. If you don't want that much blur, you don't have to do that, but I like to adjust it. I think I like a little bit, not too much. Okay, perfect. So now that I did that, I like to go to effects again. I never knew how to pronounce this word, y'all. I think it's a vignette. I don't know what the fuck, but I like to add this shit right here. So now that I got that out the way, now it is time for me to add my text. So you go to add text, and this part usually take me a little while, because each thumbnail, I feel like the same text is not gonna go with whatever the thumbnail, the video is. So I feel like you gotta match the thumbnail. So that's kind of a tricky part, but y'all gonna see me struggle. So I'm gonna just do thumbnail tutorial. Okay, perfect. I go to fonts. It's hella fonts, y'all. You got bangers. I feel like bangers look kind of cool for this. I also like trend. Matter of fact, for this video, I feel like I'm gonna use trend for the font, and then I'm gonna zoom it out a little bit. And I go to effects over here at the top. This is how you change the different effects on however you want your words to look like. But for the most part, I feel like this thumbnail is gonna be real simple. But I feel like this kind of matches the theme of the video. But I don't want to do nothing too much. I'm gonna go to basic, because basic is the one that I use for like simple videos like this. Damn, I kind of like this, I ain't gonna cap. So now that I got my text right there, now I'm gonna add the icon. So I'm going to add another overlay that is going to be this icon right here. All I had to do was get it off of Google, so I'm just gonna put that like right here. I feel like I should add another icon, but I didn't, so I'm gonna have to get that from Google real quick. So I'm gonna do YouTube PNG. So you say this to photos, and then you go back to the app. You go to overlay, photos again, add that, and boom. So now that I got that added, I'm gonna move that. Okay, so I'm gonna add CapCut. I'm gonna add this over here, tilt that somewhere, and then I'm gonna put CapCut up here, because it makes sense. CapCut thumbnail tutorial, hell yeah. Should I change the font of this? I'm gonna go to basic. I don't know, I feel like I like this style right here. Hey, so we just gonna do that. So after I do that, I'm gonna see if I wanna add an effect. So you go to effect, and I do like to use this screen effect. Should I just unadd that? How does it look like this? See, that's why I kind of wanted me to the side. If I move this to the side like that. Let's try to zoom in a little bit more. And then I would add myself to the side like that too. I ain't gonna cap, that's not bad. So now that we got that, what I do next, I go to effects, video effects, and I do wide angle. And I probably like, you know, squeeze that out just a little bit, just like that. I think that's cool, it ain't too bad. Pretty much. Boom, y'all, that's really the thumbnail right there. I think that's a cool thumbnail. Yeah, that shit dope. So what I do now is I screenshot it, of course. Go to my gallery, and I crop that. And that's the thumbnail, y'all. that's pretty much it. You know, it sounds simple. This might be the thumbnail for this video that I'm making right now, or it might not, because fuck around with me, I might go tweak it up some more. But I just really had to show y'all how I make a thumbnail. That's how I do it. And I'm only getting better. Like I said, I like editing. I love testing like what I can do. So I'm always gonna switch my styles up. But y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all know how to make a thumbnail on CapCut now. But that's gonna be the end of this video for the most part. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And turn y'all post notification on, because I got more bangers dropping, y'all. Y'all gonna miss all that shit if y'all don't fuck with me. So I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side, y'all though.